The real value of AI shines through when it is customized and tailored to the personal use cases. In this video, I'm sharing with you another exciting project called as Penza. Penza is a personal email assistant which you can train and fine tune on your own emails so that it could help you out with the emails. It could even send emails on your behalf in your own style. So it's an automated email assistant customized to your own writing style and past email history. Panza requires a set of emails you have sent, an open LLM, and some capable hardware, such as GPU. And I would suggest that if you use around 16 GB VRAM GPU or 24 GB VRAM GPU, that will be better. So after you provide it a set of your own emails, which you can download whatever email client you are using, then it produces a fine-tuned LLM that matches your writing style. And then it pairs it with a RAG component which helps it produce relevant emails. And it has everything embedded in itself. You don't have to tinker with different components. And that is what I really like about Penza. Penza can be trained and run entirely locally. Currently it requires a single GPU with 16 to 24 gig of RAM, as I said. And the creator of this tool says that soon he is going to release it for CPU too. And these are the creators here, as you can see, both of them. So really, Dan and Armand, hats off to you for this awesome tool. Now, having said that, training and execution of this tool can be really good. For a data set on the order of 1000 emails, training Penza takes well under an hour, and it generates a new emails takes a few seconds at most. So as far as prerequisites are concerned, you would need your own emails, you would need an NVIDIA GPU enabled system, and then you would also need a Hugging Face account if you want to download the models. Plus, you're not required to know any machine learning. Okay, so I will be installing it on my trusted free Google Colab. So first step, let's set up the runtime. So change runtime type to T4 GPU, which is free from Google. So really hats off to Google. And now make sure that you already have downloaded your emails. But if you want to follow along, you can simply use the command which I am using. So let me first git clone this Penza mail.git. So let's wait for it to finish. And then we will just wait for it to clone it, and then we will install all the prerequisites. Repo is cloned. Let's install all the prerequisites. Now this step takes 10 to 15 minutes because it installs a lot of stuff. So let's wait for it to finish. I will pause the video and I will resume once this installation is finished. All the prerequisites are done. Took around 10 or 12 minutes, I guess. Next step, we need to log into Hugging Face. Just run Hugging Face-CLI login. It is going to ask you for your token, and you can get that token from this huggingface.co website. It's going to give me a text box hopefully soon. I'm just waiting for that text box to appear. Should be here somewhere. So just put your token in this text box, click on login, and it is going to log you into Hugging Face. In the next step, let's log into VanDB or Weights and Biases. So you can go to their website and get login there, and you can also get your API key for free from here. And you just need to paste an API key from your profile and hit enter. So let me do that quickly. So it is asking for my API key. Let me paste it here, press enter, and it is also logged in me to the VanDB. Now we need to make sure that the values are correctly set in our config.sh file. So on the left hand side, click on this folder icon, then go to Penza mail, and then there should be the scripts. In that there should be some config.sh, double click on it, and you can see here that it has opened it up. So we can go through it and then we will close it. So you can just put in your email address here, to your own email address, of course. And then these are the workspaces. You can also set your preamble here, and you can just go with your own, or you can select the default one. And there are few other bits and bobs which you need to you can set if you like, for example. But one of the things you need to make sure that model precision should be set to 4-bit for this Colab, otherwise it won't work on this free one. So I have set it to 4-bit. Another thing, we need to make sure that Penza generated model is set to Mistral AI 7 billion instruct, because that is the only one which fits on this Colab. So let me remove override this. That is done, and then you can ignore the rest of it if you like. There should also be some threshold which you can set. You can set the heat and all that stuff, but I'm not going to go into that detail. And maybe I will just use my own. I'll just say dot dot c. It's already publicly available, so I'm not hiding it. And then just maybe you can control S to save it, and then close it. So this is all we need to do in terms of this config.sh at the moment. Now once that's done, we can you can use a synthetic data set provided by it. So I'm just going to use a command in order to use a synthetic data set which is already provided by this. So I'm just going to run this command. So within the repo which we have cloned, so it has provided by this. So let's run this, and let's prepare our data set by using their own script, and we are just loading it in 4-bit. It is running. Let's wait for it to finish. That is done. It is here telling me that this it is done, but it was not able to give me access to this model because this is a gated model. So what I'll do, I'll go to Hugging Face and I'll request my access to this model. So I have requested the access, and I believe I have now I have got the access. So let me go back and rerun it. Let's wait. Let me scroll up. Yep, now it is working. So it is loading the model. Model is quite big, by the way. So let's wait for it to finish. There are 3 shards of it in 15 gig. It is going to take a bit of a time, so let's wait for it to finish, and then we will proceed further. Dataset preparation is done. It took around like 20 minutes, even more than 20 minutes. So be patient with it. And now let's train the model on our this data set, and this is the final step. So I'm trying to make it short with just one epoch, but it can take few hours. So if it doesn't finish quickly, I will let it run. And because that is the final step, after this you will have your fine-tuned model, and that you can use to send emails, talk to it, and all that stuff through CLI or through GUI. So I will start it, and then I will take you to their repo, and I will show you how you can do that. So let me start it. It started with one epoch, and it is using our Mistral model. So let's give it few minutes to see how it goes. And you can ignore these warnings for now. The training is proceeding, and I'm sure this is going to take a bit of a time. So I will just give it 10 to 15 minutes because I have just changed the epoch to 1. I still believe it is going to take a bit of a time, but just in case, I will give it 10 minutes to see if it finishes, then fine. Otherwise, we'll check out the repo. So that training is still running, and I'm more than sure it is going to take few hours. So I will let it run. There is only one step left, which I will show you from their GitHub repo. So all you need to do to run it, if you're running it in Windows, so just run it with this. And then if you want to run it on CLI, you can run it with CLI. So you can run either one of them. So you can change your model if you like, if you have more beefy system. But as I said earlier, for the Google Colab, just use this Mistral model. And then there are various other examples available on this GitHub repo, and I will drop the link to it in video's description. So that's it, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. Really cool to see people making personalized tools with AI If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you're already subscribed, then please share it among your network as it helps a lot. Thanks for watching.